You're listening to Entrepreneur's Enigma, a podcast about the ups and downs of the entrepreneurial journey. Every week, your host Seth Goldstein interviews entrepreneurs from all walks of life about their entrepreneurial journeys. From store owners to Fortune 500 CEOs, we all have stories to tell. So sit back and join us for the next 20 or so minutes while we explore the entrepreneurial world.
Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of the Entrepreneur's Enigma podcast. I'm your host, as always, Seth with Podcast Mastery and Goldstein Media. Today I have a good buddy of mine, someone who I actually know pretty well, not just someone who I'm having on the podcast. I know Josh Irons for, 6 or 7 years now?
It's got to be 7 years.
I know, it's been a while. I feel bad for him. No. And, Josh is the CEO and chief bottle washer over River Avenue Digital, which is a digital-first agency that helps small and mid-sized businesses take digital marketing off their to-do lists. He's the head of people, which when you're the CEO, you're the head of people. So he's in charge of herding all the cats, strategy and client work. So he still gets in the weeds and the minutia, and he likes to focus on modern growth engines like AI-enabled marketing, performance analytics, and clear conversion-driven storytelling. He also just recently expanded into Florida. God bless him. Florida of all places. But
really great in January, February, March.
I know it is. I'm gonna go down to our Florida offices down there because up here it's miserable because Josh is also in the Philadelphia area, so he knows the weather. He's actually from where most of these news shows on HBO are coming out from, Delco,
yes.
Mayor of Easttown, Task, and they all kind of nail. Well, Mark Ruffalo nailing the Delco accent, not as impressed because he's American, but Kate Winslet, who's English, nailing the Delco freaking accent. Better than Ruffalo. I was impressed. And they're coming back for season 2, apparently, in Mayor of Easttown.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Exactly. So you must see Kate Winslet walking around. Of course, Easttown is actually in Chester County. Well, I was like, guys, it's fine. But
right.
You get the counties wrong, but Chester County doesn't have an accent.
And
it's not as quirky. It's not as quirky as Delco's Delco. Delco, you have people pooping on cars.
It happened right down the block from my office.
It actually happened, and then we're not joking. A woman actually defecated on a car as a road rage incident. Only in Philly. Only in Philly, folks.
Google it.
Google it, and we'll leave it at that.
Or don't.
Or don't, because there's actually some visuals, and it's not pleasant. Anyhow, we digress. We're 2 minutes into the episode, and we've already reached the word poop. So that's good. That means we're on the right track. So anyhow, Josh has built a career at the intersection of strategy, messaging, execution, and helping organizations translate expertise into content and campaigns that earn attention and drive revenue. So Josh is he's a Philly boy. He went to Temple, he went to Villanova, and then he got a certificate out in Milan, because why not?
Why not?
Did you actually get it in Milan? Did you go study abroad there?
I studied abroad in Milan. But I am a North Jersey boy, and I came down to Philly.
All right, fine, fair enough.
And I came down to Philly to go to school, and then I got stuck.
You got stuck. You kind of get stuck
I love
in
it.
Philly.
But I love it.
Philly's, but River Avenue Digital, a little backstory. River Avenue is where the old Yankee Stadium was, right?
It's where the old Yankee Stadium was in the Bronx, and also the street my grandfather grew up on.
Aw, that's pretty cool. So, how's it going, buddy? We already talked poop. We talked about your background. We're on a good track today already.
All right, let's keep going.
Let's keep going. So, how long have you been at this for? This digital marketing shtick.
I started my career in public relations. And that quickly turned into web management at the Federal Reserve Bank in Philadelphia.
Oh, really? God bless you. That's corporate. Yeah.
Oh, so much. So I've been doing this for 20 plus years. I started River Avenue about 7 years ago.
Really? That's all?
That's all.
And you're rocking and rolling, buddy.
Yeah, I mean it's a journey, that's for
It's a
sure.
journey. That's the whole essence of this podcast. Is that entrepreneurship is a journey. There's
Hmm.
ups, there's downs. I mean, like,
Yeah,
and it's
I
also
always
it's also a
say,
7-year overnight success. Is what it is.
yeah, exactly. I always say, if you're an entrepreneur and you're doing this and you have 4 good days a week and 3 bad days a week, that's a good week.
It is a good week, honestly, when you think about it.
Hmm.
Because I mean, you can't have 5 good days a week or 7 for that matter, and then it just isn't worth that way.
Yeah, and
And
it's always something, always another
hmm
challenge to tackle. And I
yeah,
mean, the reason I keep doing it is because I love it.
hmm and the only boss you answer to is your wife
The only boss I answer
and
to is my wife, and the only
your
idiot I have to
kid and
deal
your
with here
kids.
is me.
Exactly, and your kid, because sometimes your kid's 8, right?
He just turned 9. Well,
Oh,
in August he turned 9, so
so
he's
at that age he becomes your boss a little bit too. He gets a little
oh, he's my
bossy.
boss for sure.
He's like, Dad, let's do this. Are you still?
Right.
Here's the question: are you still daddy, or are you dad?
I'm dad.
Your dad, okay? Because my
I'm
kid
dad.
is 13 and still calls me daddy.
Yeah.
In the house, I'm not gonna throw him under the bus. Outside, it's hey you. He won't. He say hey, can I get this? He won't
Yeah,
say
better
dad or
than
daddy, but in the house,
yeah,
I'm daddy and we're mommy. And I'm like,
better than
you can change that.
Mister, Sir.
Oh no, he won't call me
That's
sir.
just embarrassing.
I tried to get him to go sir, and he wouldn't go sir. He's like,
No.
no. He's like, no, not happening, Dad. Not
Yeah.
happening, Daddy. Anyhow, so 7 years ago, you jumped into the entrepreneurial ecosystem, swamp, cesspool, whatever you want to call entrepreneurship.
Right.
And so, like, how was the first year? I mean, getting into it and all that. Like, I mean, the first 5 is usually the headache.
Yeah, I mean, first year, well, I transitioned from being COO of a company, and I was in my mind for about a year and a half. I was like, okay, I can do this. This is
Yeah.
possible. I don't have to
hmm
answer to other people anymore. Let me give it a shot. So
Yeah.
put a little savings aside.
Oh, you
Um,
did it the smart way. We're going to take a quick break, hear from our sponsors, and get right back to the show.
told my wife. She looked at me like, wait, you're going to go from making a lot of money to making no money? And I was like, well, yeah, kind
The
of.
idea is to eventually start making the
Yeah.
same money again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we'll get back there, but we're going to take a step back to take a few steps forward. And
Yeah.
luckily for me, I had a very supportive wife that had health insurance for both of us.
That's even better.
And yeah, and then I kind of set sail. And I said, you know what? Let me just plant my flag in the ground here in Delco and
Yeah.
start tapping into the small businesses I know, people that I've worked with, and then got a few clients on board early on, and then started networking, and that's how you and I met.
It's all about the
And
networking.
yeah, oh man, I was the job I had before was more on a national level where I was dealing with universities all over the country,
Oh, so
and so I
you're
didn't
good at
have
schmoozing. You're good at
yeah, but
schmoozing.
I didn't have a local network. My
Oh,
network was kind of all over the place.
yeah.
So I was like, I really had to start from scratch. And yeah, I was like, I spoke to somebody. I said, all right, what are the 3 or 4 networking groups I should become a part of? And then I started
Mhm.
with 5 or 6, and then I was like, all right, let
Why
me scale
not?
back.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then once I started getting a little busier, I scaled back. I said, all right, I'm going to do 3 networking groups. They're going to be the
Yeah.
most impactful. They're going to be the
Mm.
ones where people care about each other, where
Yeah.
there's a sense of camaraderie that we're all doing it together. And like again, that's how you and I met. And although
Yeah.
we do the same things and we play in the same stadium and we offer similar things to
We can still
similar
work
people,
together. I mean, that's the
right?
thing.
And that's how
Yeah.
we became friends, because we
Yeah.
wanted to kind of lift each other up and help each other,
hmm
and then make it work for everybody. There's enough to go around.
There is enough to go around, and the thing is that, like, and I always tell people, like, some of your best collaborators are your competition. I
Hmm.
mean, I honestly, plumbers, I get it. A plumber's a plumber's a plumber's a plumber. But in the service-based industry, like in the web design industry, like Josh is like neck deep in Duda, which sounds like doo-doo. I already told them that it sounds like doo-doo, and you got to change that. But they're like, yeah, we like it. I'm like, fine.
Yeah,
But
it's a good backstory too. You should Google that one as well.
yeah, exactly. But he's neck deep in Duda, which is a CMS platform, whereas I'm neck deep in WordPress,
Hmm.
and I'm starting to dabble in Duda. Dabble in Duda.
I like it.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Dabble and Duda. Gotta be very careful how fast you say that. And but look, I mean, it's like, he needs help with something, I need help with something, back and forth, and that's just how you build your network. And one
Right.
of the biggest things I've learned in entrepreneurship is once I get past the fact that everyone's competition, things start working. When
Right.
everyone's competition, everyone's out to get you, that's not a good thing. It's not a good
No,
mentality to have.
and you're working from your heels, and you need to not be on your heels when you're doing this, or else you're very reactionary.
And you
And
might
to
fall over.
be right, true, and to be, I think, successful as an entrepreneur, you need to be proactive. You need to get in front of things, and if you're worrying about the competition or watching the scoreboard, you're screwed.
Yeah, you can't watch the scoreboard. You can't. It's just not the way to go. So, in your mind and in reality, we'll go that way too. But what is the best thing about being an entrepreneur? Because I mean, you've worked in PR. You've worked as a COO of a big organization. Now you have this small mid-sized company. What's the best thing about being an entrepreneur in your mind?
It's that everything that I do has an impact on clients, has an impact on my employees, has an impact even on the community. So the impact is there. And also, it's the freedom. And I mean, all entrepreneurs say this, but I mean, I have a 9-year-old son who's amazing, and I want to be there for him. So I can take him to let me just go through this week. Take him to the bus stop in the morning, come right into the office, then pick him up and take him to swim practice, and then do a little work at swim practice, have my laptop open, but I'm there hanging out with him. We go to dinner after, then I put him to bed, and then I'm back on the laptop doing my thing. And then that's Monday. Tuesday's the same thing. Wednesday's music lessons. Thursday's rock
Keep
band.
him busy.
Friday's
Rock band.
swim
He's a
again.
rocker.
Yeah, Friday swim band, swim again, and then Saturday
Swim
swim.
band.
And then,
Swim band. He
swim band.
plays drums in the pool. There you go.
And then Sunday we have off. But I get to be with him through all that. And my wife has a job where she is, her job's based in Utah, so she's working mountain time hours. So it's not as easy for her to be able to do all these things. So I have the flexibility to do that.
Oh, so it works out for the whole family. I love that. Now,
Yeah.
on the flip side, what keeps you up at night besides your 9-year-old kid?
It's usually client stuff. It's usually financial stuff.
Always.
And those are really the two things. And client stuff is just, we're so hyper focused on delivering the best that we can. And I want to make sure that's happening. So I'm hyper obsessed about it. And then obviously we want to just grow the business, make sure cash flows there. And those are the two things that I'll open my eye and start looking at my phone for. And I know I need to not do that, but that's what drives me to wake up.
It drives you to wake up. Exactly. It's kind of key. And then you're a big supporter of Toys for Tots and the Movember. So the beard comes off and comes back on in November. That kind of thing.
Well, we go mustache in November.
Oh, what's your wife think of that?
Oh, she hates it.
It's more a Movember, piss your wife off or piss the partner off.
Pretty much. So the fact that we're able to help people, that's what I keep telling. It's like, listen, this is helping people. It's like this mustache isn't just to make me look great. It's to make sure that I'm getting attention for men's health issues. And then she's so used to it now after 10 years of doing it.
It grows back. Yeah. It is what it is. Exactly. So what is the most important thing to carry with you all the time?
The most important thing I carry with me is my chargers.
You'd be surprised how often that is,
Really? Yeah. And I just bought a new charging pad, which handles my phone, which handles my watch, which handles my AirPods, and I don't leave home without it.
You can't.
If I do, it's worse than leaving without my wallet.
Seriously, because your wallet could be on your phone, literally. So it's kind of like, if you can't charge your phone, like, oh God, it's a nightmare.
Oh, I had an issue where, and stupid me, I get to the airport and I have my tickets on my phone, and my phone is at like 2%. So I'm like, oh man, this is going to get ugly. So it was a race to get through security and make sure that I was able to do
Did
it.
you get it? And then you had it. And then I remember this story. You told me this story.
Yeah,
and then you got down to your location and you bought a charger.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
As fast as possible, bought that charger. Exactly. That's awesome. So, Josh, people can find you at riveravenuedigital.com. Obviously, you want them to check out Toys for Tots, check out Movember.
Yep. Check out Movember. Yeah. Hit me up on LinkedIn.
He's very active on LinkedIn. That's like his place. Yeah. Every once in a while, you'll see a AI Josh picture. I'm like, dude, no.
Yeah, we have to make sure we're experimenting with AI and trying everything and finding efficiencies. And sometimes it works. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes, every once in a while, it comes out and you look like a thumb. And then other times it comes out, and I haven't told you that yet, but sometimes it come out look like a thumb. Other times they look good. And I'm like, oh.
Well, I mean, if I had hair, if I had hair, it wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, I always come out looking like a weird, deformed thumb. AI can never get my face right, and I'm like, that's just depressing. So it is what it is. So, Mr. Thumb, it's been a pleasure to have you on.
Yeah, thank you for having me. And I've never been called that before, but I'll take it.
Yeah, it's a compliment. You're a good-looking thumb, buddy.
Thank you.
And we'll on that note. So it's all right. So to recap, we've talked about poop and thumbs. This is a great podcast. Love it.
And there was some stuff in between, so make sure you pay attention to that.
Good stuff. But this is what happens when you have your friends on. Yeah. Things go off the rails really fast. and this is what people listen to for podcasts. And so I always tell people, my clients, is that it's not NPR. You can talk about poop and people pooping on cars. You can again, Google or don't Google that. And you can talk about, call your guest a thumb. Why not?
Yeah. And they won't get offended.
And they won't get offended because they're your friends. And guess what? We'll see everyone next week.
All right. Thanks, Seth.
That was a great show. If you're enjoying Entrepreneur's Enigma, please consider giving us a review in the podcast directory of your choice. Every review helps us reach new listeners. If you like Entrepreneur's Enigma, consider the other shows on the Marketing Podcast Network at marketingpodcast.net.